Getting older doesn't mean giving up on fitness, it means training smarter. As our bodies change, so should our approach to exercise. The goal isn't to stop progressing or abandon your fitness goals, it's about respecting your body's limits and avoiding unnecessary risks. In this video, we're diving into 10 exercises every man over 40 should avoid. These movements might be popular, but their risks often outweigh the benefits for aging joints, muscles, and tendons. Stick around until the end because number 4 is especially risky at this stage in life. At first glance, the leg press machine seems like a safe way to build strong legs. You're seated, stabilized, and able to push heavy weights without worrying about balance. But here's the problem. The fixed movement pattern doesn't account for individual differences in hip, knee, or ankle mobility. This forces your joints into positions that may not suit their natural range of motion, often leading to disproportionate stress on the knees and hips, especially under heavy loads. Another major concern is your lower back. The angle of the seat often causes your lumbar spine to round, compressing the intervertebral discs. Over time, this can aggravate existing back issues or lead to new ones, like herniated or bulging discs. Plus, heavy loads on the machine can create a false sense of progress. While it's easy to stack more plates, the lack of functional engagement means you're not building the stability or control needed for real-world movements. Instead, focus on free weight alternatives like goblet squats or Bulgarian split squats. These exercises work the same muscle groups, quads, glutes, and hamstrings, while also engaging your core and improving balance. They allow for a more natural range of motion, reducing the risk of injury and improving overall functionality. Traditional crunches have been the go-to abs exercise for decades, but for men over 40, they're more trouble than they're worth. The repeated flexion and extension of the spine put significant pressure on the lower back, compressing the intervertebral discs. If you already have reduced spinal mobility, a common issue with aging, the risk of disc degeneration or chronic lower back pain increases substantially. Crunches also fail to target the deeper core muscles that are critical for spinal stability. The movement primarily engages the rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscle, while neglecting the transverse abdominis and internal obliques, which are essential for maintaining posture and preventing injury. This lack of comprehensive engagement can leave your core imbalanced and vulnerable. Instead, swap crunches for planks. Planks are a static exercise that engages the entire core, including the deep stabilizing muscles. They keep your spine in a neutral position, protecting your back and neck while promoting overall core strength. The bench press is a classic exercise for building the chest, shoulders, and triceps, but it comes with significant risks, especially for older lifters. One of the main dangers is lifting heavy weights without a spotter. A failed representative could cause the barbell to drop onto your chest, neck, or face, leading to potentially life-threatening injuries. As strength decreases with age, even experienced lifters can struggle to control heavy loads. Beyond safety risks, the bench press demands flawless form to prevent unnecessary strain on the shoulders. Shoulders are particularly vulnerable as we age due to reduced joint mobility and a higher likelihood of wear and tear in the rotator cuff. Any instability or imbalances in the pressing movement can exacerbate these issues, increasing the risk of tendinitis or even rotator cuff tears. Instead, consider dumbbell bench presses or machine presses. Dumbbells allow for a greater range of motion, enabling your arms to move naturally and reducing stress on the shoulders. Machine presses provide a guided path, eliminating the need for stabilization and significantly reducing the risk of injury. Dumbbell flies are a popular chest isolation exercise, but their risks often outweigh their benefits, especially for men over 40. The movement involves lowering the dumbbells in a wide arc, which places your shoulders in a stretched and vulnerable position. This excessive range of motion puts significant strain on the rotator cuff, a group of small but crucial muscles that stabilize the shoulder joint. Over time, this stress can lead to conditions like impingement syndrome or even rotator cuff tears. The elbows also take on a surprising amount of strain during this exercise. Holding the dumbbells with arms extended requires the elbow extensors to work hard to stabilize the weight, increasing the risk of tendon overuse injuries. Instead, try the machine fly, which supports your arms throughout the movement. The machine limits the range of motion to a safe trajectory, reducing stress on your shoulders and elbows while still effectively targeting the chest muscles. Diamond push-ups are often recommended for targeting the triceps, but their narrow hand position creates a sharp angle in the wrists, forcing them to bear excessive stress. This can lead to wrist pain, inflammation, or even chronic conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome. The elbows also face added strain as the concentrated weight increases the load on the triceps tendons. Instead, opt for traditional push-ups with hands placed slightly wider than shoulder width. This variation distributes the load more evenly across the chest, shoulders, and triceps, reducing stress on any single joint. The behind-the-neck shoulder press forces your shoulders into an unnatural position of extreme external rotation while lifting the barbell overhead. For aging joints, this combination is a recipe for disaster. Over time, it can lead to serious issues like impingement syndrome, rotator cuff tears, or tendinitis. Instead, use dumbbell shoulder presses, which allow for a more natural range of motion. Perform them seated with your back supported on an incline bench for added stability. Front raises isolate the anterior deltoids, but this muscle group already gets plenty of attention from pressing exercises. Overemphasizing the front deltoids can lead to muscle imbalances, creating instability in the shoulder joint. Instead, focus on lateral raises and reverse flies to target the side and rear deltoids, promoting balanced shoulder development. While the deadlift is a fantastic strength-building exercise, it's highly technical and places immense stress on the spine. For men over 40, even slight form errors can lead to serious injuries like herniated discs. Instead, try Romanian deadlifts or trap bar deadlifts, which reduce spinal compression while still working the posterior chain. Upright rows involve lifting a barbell close to your body with elbows flared high, which compresses the shoulder joint and increases the risk of impingement syndrome. Instead, use lateral raises or dumbbell shrugs to target the shoulders and traps without compromising joint health. Plyometrics like box jumps and burpees are high impact and can strain aging joints, tendons, and ligaments. Instead, opt for low-impact alternatives like step-ups or kettlebell swings to build power without excessive stress. Your fitness routine should evolve as you do. By avoiding these risky exercises and focusing on safer alternatives, you can keep training hard without sacrificing your health. Protecting your body today ensures you can keep crushing your goals for years to come. What exercises do you think should be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, check out our other videos to keep growing stronger together.